What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. What is it? October 17th of 2020. How we doing this afternoon, guys? Welcome to this Q&A. Haven't done one of these in about a month or so, but it's also a celebration to be had on this channel. We reached a milestone about a week and a half ago or so, which was crossing the 6,000 subscribers, which, man, that's wild to me, man, especially starting this channel 3 years ago, not really having a direction or having much of an audience built in a consistent audience built, so that's to say. But it's awesome, man, and I can't be more thankful and appreciative of all the support. So yeah, man, this is just a Q&A, guys. So again, pop culture questions, movie questions, TV questions, comic book questions, whatever you guys want to talk about. This is what this is about. It's just communicating with you all, having a good time on this Saturday, and having some fun, man, but also celebrating you guys, because this isn't just a accomplishment for me, but you guys helped me build this channel. So this is at the same time, it's an appreciation for you guys as well. So always appreciate the support, and let's continue this train. Let's keep this train going, guys, and see what we can do with this channel and push it to new heights and to new limits, and continue to grow. So yeah, we got some people in the chat. Tony Movie Chappie, what's going on? Can't wait. They were here super early, 11:42, I think. So appreciate the love, Chappie. Definitely drop your questions in the chat and let's discuss some things. Hey Elliot, what is your invites on starting up a movie reviews? Oh, advice, I assume. Okay, what is your advice starting a movie reviews on Instagram account? Because I'm thinking about doing one. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Great question, Tony Chappie. Well, so for me, that's actually, I started my YouTube and my Instagram like right at the same time, and ideally in a perfect world, I want to grow them simultaneously at the same time, and I did that for the most part, and I kind of went out of it for a little bit and went back into it because social media can sometimes be overwhelming, especially when you have a life and you have a job and you're running a YouTube channel. So I would say the best thing to do is consistency. It's just, and that's with anything in life, right? But especially when you're trying to grow an audience or just put your voice out there, and it all depends on what you're trying to do with your Instagram. If you're doing it just to have your voice out there, to voice your opinion about movies, then the numbers don't really necessarily matter at all. And but you definitely want to have an audience and have an engagement level of some extent. But if you are looking to start a movie channel, Instagram with movie reviews, just be consistent, be yourself, talk about films that you notice that other people aren't talking about, or movies. I know you're a big Chappie fan and Neill Blomkamp fan, so maybe talking about his films. I know he did like a bunch of independent films, so I would say consistency. Just do what makes you happy, what makes the stuff that you love, and not necessarily riding the trends or doing things that you don't necessarily like. So yeah, that's the advice I have there, Chappie, and hope you do start an Instagram account with movies, because I love your positive energy and how much you support the YouTube space. I've seen you on not only my chats, but David's chats on Flix Talks and a bunch of other great content creators out there. So yeah, I would love for you to start an Instagram account talking about movies, and I would be the first follower, because I love your energy and your positivity. So definitely do so. Sam, what's going on? Thank you, Sam. Congratulations, mate. Appreciate it, Sam. Much love to you. What's going on, Elliot? With 2 L's and 2 T's, man. What's going on, man? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Congrats on this. Thank you, Tony. What do we got here? Good. Congrats. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Again, guys, go ahead and drop your questions in the live chat. Again, it could be movie related, TV related, life related. It could be anything. We'll discuss some things. And also too, what we'll do too, just something a little bit different, just to have some, I guess, some topical conversations potentially. This is the site, Discussing Films is normally where I get all of my, especially on Twitter, where I get a lot of my news from, breaking news and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe we can talk about some of the news stories that have come on in the last day or so. Like Danny Ramirez, what is he, casted in a pivotal role? I didn't even know that. So maybe we can talk about that. And we got Michael B. Jordan, Static Shock movie, the producer. I would imagine he's going to maybe make his way on the screen somehow, some way as well. So we'll definitely maybe talk about some of these stories, later on in the chat here. But either way, let me go ahead and take that down. What else do we have here? Let's see. Let me go up. Second Marvel, excuse me, Second Marvel Street. Thank you, man. And by the way, Second Street Marvel, you have a lot of great content, man. You cover, I've watched a couple of your live streams. Very awesome, dude. I've seen you also on Adam's channel for fan gesture, man. A lot of great energy, a lot of great takes, man. So thank you so much for the for stopping by, man. And let me know if you have any questions. It could be comic book related or otherwise. Jay, this is my guy here. Jay, man, what's going on, brother? How we doing this Saturday? Thank you, Jay, for stopping by. Film Explorel, how we doing, my good sir? Hope school is going well. Here's my guy here, David, man. What's going on, brother? Have a great stream. Thank you, man. Excited to talk some movies and TV and some pop culture stuff with you tomorrow. Me and David go live on his channel every Sunday, 12 p.m. Central Time. So definitely tune in tomorrow for our weekly news recap show. What's going on, Tate? How we doing, man? Appreciate it, man. 7K coming soon. Yes, sir. And congratulations on your growth in your channel. Great reviews lately. I saw your review the other day for Rebecca, which I saw the other day as well. And you're doing some great things, man. So keep up the good work, brother. Duck Coffee, congrats. Thank you. I'm watching this while at work. That's what's up. I hope this is entertaining enough, or I hope this isn't too much of a distraction. But I appreciate you stopping by. What's going on, Leo? What's going on, man? How we doing today, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. I know earlier this week you were under the weather, man, so I hope you're feeling better, man, and get back to doing your awesome YouTube content and all that stuff, man. So I hope you're doing well. Brian, what's going on, man? Congrats on the 6K. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thoughts on Neill Blomkamp? 3 films, District 9, Elysium, and Chappie. Great question from the #1 Neill Blomkamp fan out there that I know. Thoughts on District 9? I think it's his best film. I haven't seen it in quite a few years, but what was that, 2009? It's been so long since that film came out. I don't know if let me check it right quick. Let me see. Neill Blomkamp. When was District? I know they just had the Blomkamp, the Blu-ray Steelbook 4K, I think, the other day. I saw a lot of people posting that. So was it an anniversary? When did he come out with that? Yeah, 2009. Yeah, man. Wow. Damn, 11 years. And only 3 films under his belt, or big releases. I know he does a lot of independent films, but either way, going back to your question, yeah, District 9 is my favorite out of his 3 films. I think it's his most, like, from beginning to end, his most like integral, detailed, and kind of thought-provoking film. And this is my thing about Neill Blomkamp, especially with Elysium and Chappie. I feel like a lot of his second hat, those 2 films in particular, kind of really, I love a director that brings in social commentary and some real world aspects. And he definitely does that in District 9, but I thought it was a little bit more even keel. But when we got to Elysium, it was just like more so the message overshadowed the story. And the same thing goes for me and Chappie. But hopefully, man, he can get back on top, because I think he's such an underrated director. And I was so excited for him to do Aliens 5, which got pulled under him from Sir Ridley Scott. So I don't know, man. I think that a director like that should maybe do some TV and then try to get back into the movies. But again, I would say District 9 is my favorite. Wasn't a big fan of Elysium at all. And the same goes for Chappie. And again, no disrespect to you, because I know you love that guy, but those 2 films just aren't films for me. But I definitely love District 9, no doubt. Let's see. What's up, Flicks? Yes. Showing some love to everyone in the chat. Damn, I've been a subscriber of yours since the channel had subscribers in double digits. So happy for you. And trust me, you're just getting started with 6K. Keep it up. Hey, thank you. That's awesome, man. I appreciate the support and appreciate you being there for a while and continuing to support the channel. It really means a lot. Thank you. Do you prefer American Dad, Family Guy, or Cleveland Show? Family Guy. I couldn't get into American, and this is all the same, essentially the same creators. Couldn't get into American Dad, couldn't get into the Cleveland Show, but Family Guy. And it's been a while since I actually watched like a newer episode of Family Guy. Every now and then I'll watch like some older episodes. I don't know. Family Guy to me is just like, just so damn funny. So funny. So out of those 3, I prefer Family Guy, 10 out of 10. And again, I really never gave those other shows much of a chance. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes and it just didn't find it funny. But Family Guy is like so funny to me. Karen, what's going on? Thank you for the love, Karen. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you here today. Yeah, we got all the people in here today, Leo, man. Got the homies pulling up. Appreciate it, guys. People showing some love. Jumping on the steak and grass. Thank you, man. Thank you. And we got to get you on the channel, bro, because we've been talking for a while to do I haven't done a movie watch along for a while. I've been doing more like TV show watch alongs, but definitely thank you. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Already know. Yes, sir. Where we at? Again, guys, if you want to go ahead and throw some questions in the chat. If not, we'll like I said, maybe we'll pull up some news articles and just kind of talk about it as a group. Daniel, great gamer. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. And also Robert, my boy Robert, man. What's up, bro? How we doing, Robert? Hope you're doing good, man. What's the new Blu-ray that came out, man? What's the new 4K you picked up, man? Let me know, Robert. Glad you were able to make it through, man. Let's see. Karen says, when it comes to Stephen King, do you find the books better or the movies? Fun fact, Karen, I don't read books that don't have pictures in them. No, I'm just joking. I've never read a Stephen King book. I love Stephen King's adaptations, his films, but I've never stepped my foot into that realm of reading one of his books. It has been on my list for a while. But when you see those, how intimidating, how thick those books are, they're a little hard to get into. And mostly too, when I do read books, it's more like, I don't know, self-motivating books, kind of more human, like not human, human, because humans other than humans don't write books. I don't really read like those type of books, but I've been wanting to for a long time. So let me know in the chat, Karen, if you are a Stephen King book reader, where should a Stephen King beginner start? And I know all of his books. I know all of his movies that have been adapted into movies and shows, but let me know for a beginner, where is a good entry point to read a Stephen King book. So to answer your question, by default, it's the films. But one day I'm going to sit down and read a Stephen King book for sure, because I know, like I said, I love his movies. So, and a lot of people tell me that his books are a lot more detailed and better than some of the movies and shows that have been put out from his work. So, yeah. Have you ever walked out of a movie? No, man, I've never been that person. Like, I'm a dude where it's like, if I press play on a movie and if I invest at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes in a movie, I'm just going to stick it through. Same goes with TV shows. If I watch at least 3 episodes of a show, I'm just going to kick it through to the season, at least that particular season finale. But yeah, I've never walked out of a movie. Have I ever been attempted to? Hell yeah. But if I pay for a movie, I'm definitely not walking out, because I hate to waste money. And that even goes for like free screeners that I used to get when we had movie theaters open. I just never walked out of a theater. I'd never been that mad at a movie where I'm just like, I can't take this. But I've been tempted to for some really trash movies that I will not speak about. Kristen, hey, what's going on? Kristen, big fan of yours, man. Thank you for having me on. What was it, last week when we talked about just kind of pop culture stuff, horror films and things of that nature. If you guys aren't already, definitely check out her channel. She is one of the best YouTubers out there, and just such a great person as well, and has a lot of great content. So thank you, Kristen, so much for stopping by, showing some love. Tony says, thank you so much for the invite. The advice, I assume you're saying. Very appreciated. And just got an Instagram account, and it's called Tony Chappie, and just started following you. Okay, yeah. You know what? If you just followed me, I'm gonna go ahead and just follow you back. And again, definitely get that those movies out there. There you go. I see you. There you go. I just followed you back, Tony. So yeah, let's see those reviews. I would love to see you do some awesome reviews on your Instagram, and I followed you back. So definitely looking forward to seeing some content on there. If you can watch only one movie for the rest of your life, oh man, Elliot, you hit me with the good one here. One movie for the rest of my life. Man, I guess it just depends on what I want to get into, because I love like sci-fi horror films, but you know, sometimes those could be a bit of a dread and put you in a mood. So let me think of a lighthearted film, I guess, or a film that makes me laugh. Superbad. It's my favorite comedy of all time. So if I have to watch something for the rest of my life, something that makes me happy, something that makes me laugh, it'll have to be Superbad. So I'll go with that one. AR Ram, what's going on? You totally rock. Thank you for the future watch party tomorrow night. Have you seen Hellstrom, and what do you think you will? Yes. So to that point, I will be doing a watch party tomorrow for the season finale, potentially series finale of Lovecraft Country, which I actually watched last night. Will not get into my thoughts. I'm actually going to be writing my review for it today and shooting a video with my friend Griffin over at Film Speak. So yeah, we will be doing a watch party for that tomorrow. And then as far as your second question goes, I actually had the screeners about a week or 2 weeks ago. I just didn't get around to it. I'm not too familiar with the IP Hellstorm. I don't know if it's I know it's Marvel property. I don't know if it's X-Men characters or something. I don't think they're X-Men actually. So I don't know. I never really got into it. I never really got the excitement level up to go check it out. And do I see myself watching it at this point? Probably not. Especially for like reviewing it. I know it just came out yesterday, but I don't really I don't know if I have time to sit down and watch all 10 episodes anytime soon. But if you've seen it, let me know if it's worth checking out, if I'm completely missing out on something special. Karen says, since we are coming up on a finale, have you checked out Out of Color of Space? Yeah, I did actually. Karen, I actually have a review for that on my channel. Very interesting film. Nicolas Cage doing his Nicolas Cage thing. It was a very psychedelic horror film, and I love the cinematography and the haunting images, especially towards the back half of the film when the family starts to grow into. I don't want to spoil anything for those that haven't seen it, but yeah, I have seen that film, and I reviewed it on my channel, so definitely check it out if you get a chance, Karen. Let me see, where am I at here in the chat? Joe, fan from India. Hey, what's going on, Joe? Thank you so much. Or Joe, I'm looking at Paul Joseph. Thank you so much, Paul Joseph, from stopping by, showing some love from India, man. And let me know if you have any questions for me, Paul. Do you watch Bob's Burgers? I've seen a couple episodes, and I thought that show was funny as hell. I don't know. They're making a movie about that too, right? Which is wild. I don't even know what a movie of Bob Burgers should be about. But yes, I have seen a couple episodes, and I thought it was quite funny. Hilarious. Thoughts on Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield might be in a Spider-Man 3. Would you be down for a live-action Spider-Verse? That is a great question. First off, I think that I think we will be seeing it. I think we will be seeing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire making an appearance in Spider-Man 3. And I think this is Sony's way of saying, hey, Marvel, we'll be friendly for the next maybe year or so, at least for the next Spider-Man film. But I think this is them saying that they're ready to branch off from the MCU. Again, I think this has been working for both companies. You know, for Marvel, it's obviously great to get Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and we got the Avengers and Captain America Civil War and all that stuff. So it helped them out to a certain extent. And then, obviously they got, some revenue from that and some good clout from that. And then Sony, man, they really benefited from that, that contract they agreed upon, because obviously Marvel has boosted up their stock, right? Because for the longest time, and I'm a big fan of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man adaptation, the films, the first one, as years went by, I really hasn't revisited any of those films in a while, but I liked Andrew Garfield in the role. But, their stock was down for a little bit. But then Marvel boosted Spider-Man back up, man. So I think it benefited both teams. But I think this is Sony's way of just saying, hey, let's go ahead and let's boost this up one more time. And then they're going to probably branch off in a couple years and do their own Spider-Verse. But I think we will be seeing those two guys in Spider-Man 3. I honestly think so. And then I think that is where Sony's going to kind of do their own thing, is have their Spider-Verse be like their first launching pad from Sony having their own Spider-Man back again in their house without the MCU's help, which kind of makes me nervous. But yeah, the long-winded answer. But I think we'll be seeing those two gentlemen in the next Spider-Man coming out next year. And I think after about a couple years from now, Sony's going to probably just do their own thing like they did for many, many years. So I saw the episode, Leo, last night, so I can't really get into it. Definitely keep an eye out for that video tomorrow, and then join us tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a live stream watch along for those, watching it for the first time. So I can't get into my predictions because I actually seen the episode last night. When are you going on the Brando show? I don't know if I can talk about that yet, because me and Brandon have been talking offline, and let's just say sooner rather than later, Brian. Little tease there. Tate says, I gotta get out of here before you start talking. Yeah. No, I'm not. No spoilers. I'm not going to talk about the finale whatsoever. But I appreciate you stopping by, man. And I don't know. I don't know I don't know if you're gone already, Tate. But I would love to know what's your thoughts on Lovecraft so far from the 7 episodes you've seen so far. Congrats on the subs. What do you think of We Are Who We Are? I think it's beautiful, realistic. Jack Dylan Grazer is very talented, and the ratings don't seem to be good. I hope more people watch this. So yeah, Mario, I don't know if you and thank you, by the way, for the congratulations. But yeah, I don't know if you have seen every Monday. I review the show, and I really enjoy it. I'm a Luca fan to heart. I love his kind of realistic take on just kind of day in and day out lives of coming of age stories. I think they're beautiful stories, and I'm just a big fan of his work. So I was so excited to hear that he had a show. And besides episode 4, which was like one of the most uninteresting stories I've seen of the show so far, but or I should say episodes of the show so far. But yeah, I really enjoy it, man. I don't know if a lot of people are watching it just because it is such a low kind of niche type of show, and I don't know what the marketing's like because I don't have like cable, so I don't know if HBO is really pushing a show like that. But I recommend it if you guys like Luca Guadagnino, again, the director of Big Splash. Call Me by Your Name, Suspiria. He's written, directed his very first show. It's a beautiful coming of age story about teenagers figuring out who they are, their sexuality. You have essentially 2 families that's on a military base. Kid Cudi's in the show, and a lot of other great talented actors. And it's just a beautiful show. It's just a really beautiful show, and I really love it. So I really enjoy it. And if you guys are watching the show, check out my reviews that I do every Monday for We Are Who We Are. And did I get oh man, I don't want to miss that. I think I got a super chat. Shout out to my boy Leo from Geekly Goods, man. Appreciate the super chat, guys. If you guys want to, as the little banner says below here, we do have super chats available, Streamlabs, as well as PayPal if you guys want to support the channel or get one of your questions answered immediately. I'm sorry, I kind of missed it there, Leo. But Leo says here, keep up the great work. Looking forward to more content and growth. But yes, sir, Leo. And we definitely got to do some more collabs too, man. But I appreciate the super chat. And again, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support, bro. And again, if you guys want to, the best thing you can do for the channel is definitely give it a thumbs up. But if you guys want to support the channel by, Streamlabs, super chats, and PayPal, all those options are available. But appreciate that, my good friend. Where were we at him here? Fan Jackson, man, this dude right here. I know I love that LeBron thing of you moving over to Twitch. This man, he deserves all the subscribers, man. I love his content. I know I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, but you transition your incredible show over to Twitch because it gives you a little bit more opportunities, a little bit less restrictions that YouTube has. So I hope that, because I'm not on Twitch, but I hope it's going well over there, man. But Fan Jackson, such a big fan of his work. But yeah, wow, another 1,001 month. You're crushing it. 10K around the corner. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, the channel's continuing to grow, and that's thanks to you all. So big kudos and shout out to you, amazing supporters of this channel. But yeah, Fan Jackson, man, big fan of his, and hope everything's going well with that transition from YouTube over to Twitch, man. So because I just love your content, bro, and I hope to make an appearance on a future debate 8 show. So Jay says, what is the first Hitchcock movie you saw? So that would have been in film school, and I think the first one that what was the first Hitchcock film? I think it was pretty not gonna say basic because it's a classic, but I think it was Psycho. I think that was the first one that I saw, and it was in film school. And beside, I think it was Psycho. I think it was Psycho was the first one I saw, and I still have to explore a lot of his work, for sure. But yeah, I think it was Psycho was the first Hitchcock film I saw, which, by the way, Rebecca saw that film yesterday with Armie Hammer and Lily James. And we'll be talking about that in a couple of days. I'll have my review out for that. All right. So Robert, what'd you pick up, bro? Picked up this week, District 9. Yeah, I know that came out. I heard that came out as well. So some great pickups, man. And I love this man's passion for physical media, as well as David from Flickstalk. Definitely got to keep that physical media going. Tony says, what is the meanest comments you've ever gotten on your channel? Man, that's a great question. Meanest comments. You know what, man? This comes from the cloth I'm cut from. Growing up in sports, football and basketball, your coaches coming down on you, your teammates coming down on you, putting the enough pressure on you to step up to the plate. Comments don't really get to me, man. As generic and as plain as that answer may be, I really don't let the comments get me down. And when this comes to mean comments, I just be like, I think that person is either going through something in a personal level, and they just want to vent to someone and that might not share the same opinion as them. So meanest comment, because again, you don't have to believe me when I say this, but I laugh at like 99.9% of the comments. Only time I get like a little bit upset from the comments is when sometimes people that have negative takes on whatever the topic is, and they come at people in the comment section that support my channel. That's when I get like, man, I block them or take their comment down. But a lot of times when it comes to me, you know, I've gotten I mess up on names a lot. What else have I gotten? Which, you know, it is what it is. What else do I get? I don't know. I really can't think of anything. I mean, I've gotten the racial stuff in the comments, which, you know, those people could just, you know what they can do with themselves. But, you know, I really can't think of anything that's like super like crushing, soul crushing, or like super mean. But it's more or less when people in the comments come at my people that support my channel that I consider to be completely 0% tolerance with that. They're gone. So. Great question on walking out of the movie. I never have either. The lights, the lighthouse is closed, but always need to see how it ends. Yeah, the lighthouse. I love that film, and I love seeing that in the theater. But I know it's definitely not for everyone. But yeah, I never walked out of a movie before. I just never have. Mine was Lifeboat. So again, going back to that question, Jay, that's a film that's been on my watch list for a while from Hitchcock. So definitely need to dive deeper into that classic film director. Have you ever seen The Big Year? Very underrated. The Big Year? No, I haven't, Tony. What is The Big Year? Let me look that up right quick. Big Year movie? 2011? Is that the one, Tony? Oh, okay. Jack Black and who's that? Owen Wilson or something? That looked like Owen. Yeah, Steve Martin. Okay, Steve Martin, Jack Black. Yeah, I don't. Big Year, 2011, huh? A comedy movie. I mean, I probably, when it was out 9 years ago, remember seeing trailers for it, but god damn, it did not do well at the box office. 41 million on a budget, and it only made 7.4 million. I guess, like you said, Chappie, it's an underrated film because no one saw it apparently. But yeah, I don't even know what this is. This a musical? Because it has like it says songs. Is it a musical or something? Yeah, I have to check that out, Tony. Appreciate you bringing it up to my attention. I never heard of it. Or like I said, I don't at least remember hearing of it, but no, I haven't seen it. What is your favorite 90s show? 90s, taking it back to the 90s. Either Martin or Fresh Prince. Those come to mind. Those are like childhood memories for sure. Watching Will and Martin. So those, and they're either day of the week. You can ask me either day of the week. It's either Martin's my favorite one day, and then Will's my favorite the next day. So those are like two of my childhood shows that I love watching and still watch today. Thoughts on AMC might be closing down. The writing's been on the wall for a while, so it's unfortunate. Hopefully someone comes in fourth quarter, comes in the clutch and kind of helps him out and gets him back on the right path. But I mean, the writing's been on the wall for quite a few years for AMC, and I mean the theatrical experience in general, but in particularly with AMC, apparently they're $5 billion in the hole. So, you know, like I said, hopefully someone comes in, swoops up. You know, Bruce Wayne comes in and buys AMC and plays nothing but DC films. But no, I hope that they can make it out of the red, man, because it's not more so like the AMC theater going down. It's more so for me. It's just like those people, the managers, the employees, the people that work there that's going to be losing their jobs. That really comes to mind, you know, more so than the corporate entity of AMC and the people that run the company, which apparently aren't running the company well. I feel more, you know, sad and heartbroken if this is to be true in the next few, apparently weeks, months, that they might be shut down. I hope that, you know, someone comes in and gives those people back their jobs, because that's the sad thing is when people lose their jobs. So hopefully everything works itself out. YB, what's going on, man? Yes, I am Stephen King. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to definitely take some notes here from Karen, because I definitely need to get in some Stephen King books. Some of the books I've been collecting, great book to start with, maybe Night Shift. Okay, I've heard of that book, actually. The Stand, yes, of course, The Stand is a popular one, and I know they have their show coming out next month, right, on CBS, all CBS Access. Currently reading The Outsider, so that's a recent one, and that's actually a show. And I think, Karen, that, correct me if I'm wrong, that was when you really got communicated in regards to talking about a show like The Outsider on HBO earlier this year. So definitely appreciate those recommendations. The Night Shift, as long as it's not like a a Bible, then I'll definitely pick it up and check it out, Karen. But appreciate those recommendations. Kelly says, what's the first movie you saw that made you want to start doing reviews? So I actually had a YouTube channel in high school, which was like literally no videos until I got into college. And man, what was one of the first movies that for some reason, it was either Contagion, because I remember filming that in my grandma's basement on my cell phone. It was either Contagion, and it was like literally a 30-second review, which I don't even know if I still have that video, but Contagion was one of them. And god damn, was it Dark Knight Rises? Maybe, I don't know. It was one of those two films, and that was like what 2000. I said college. No, that wasn't college when I did that, because I wasn't in college when Contagion came out. But yeah, that for some reason I think it was Contagion. That was my first film that I was like, I want to put a review out there. And I also used to review video games too back in the Disney when I used to play games. We got some more super chats. Let me get to these real quick before they go away. Supporting everything black. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Was that Miss B? I appreciate that. That means a lot. And again, you guys don't have to, but if you want to support the channel on a financial way, definitely Streamlabs, super chats, as you guys can see. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, supporting everything black. I don't know if we came into contact the last few months with Lovecraft Country or whatnot, but thank you so much for supporting black. And that's just a important thing too, just supporting all people, but definitely supporting the culture, supporting the black people and on the YouTube space, because there are some great YouTubers out there that the POC and many other different ethnicities and backgrounds. So thank you so much for supporting the channel and helping the channel grow, and I appreciate that super chat. Means a lot. And then my favorite here, Nisi comes in, don't even have a comment, just supporting the channel. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Again, it's a lot. It means a lot to me when you guys support the channel by not only liking the video, sharing the videos, but then when you donate to the channel, which again goes straight to the channel. It means a lot. So I appreciate the support with the super chats, and thank you guys for tuning in as well. And again, if you guys got any questions, definitely leave those questions in the chat, and we'll answer those questions. So let me go back, and again, appreciate you. Thank you. Tate says still here. Lovecraft Country, I think, is important for the culture, which we were just talking about. I find it odd that I love some episodes and really don't like others. Okay. But I imagine it's due to the different directors or writers. Yeah, and that's a play as well. Different directors, different takes, but also, the anthology type of approach to the story is very unorthodox and can make the viewing experience a little bit different, because it's just like every episode is like a roller coaster. So definitely understand you, man, and would love to hear your take on tomorrow's episode once you see it, which was definitely an interesting episode to say the least. Have you ever gotten to anime yet? Nope, Tony, I have not. I want to so bad. Again, just like I asked Karen about getting into the Stephen King books, let me know, Tony, what's a good entry point for it. And I've seen anime. It's not like I'd never seen an anime film. I just haven't really dove deep into some of the classics that a lot of people talk about. But let me know in the comments which is a good route to go to kind of get really into it. Favorite Adam Sandler dramatic role? Mine is Reign Over Me. Mine might be that or Punch Drunk Love. I love Reign Over Me, man. It's such a great, him and Don Cheadle, and wasn't Jada Pinkett in that film too? I think it was Don Cheadle's wife. But yeah, that comes to mind. Like I said, Punch Drunk Love, and even Click. It's a comedy, obviously, but I think Click has some really good dramatic moments. And Adam Sandler, man, is such a great actor. Uncut Gems, of course, last year was fantastic in that role, and so he's great, man. He's one of my people growing up and seeing his career where it's at now is very, very awesome. What do we have here? Do you watch Joe Rogan? I don't. I don't. And nothing. I don't really get into like podcasters like that. Like back in the day, I used to watch like Howard Stern when he was on E for a while. I don't get into podcasts. I don't know why. I did for a little bit back when I was like working out a lot. I used to listen to like a lot of different movie podcasts, but never got into Joe Rogan. And again, it's not, I don't have anything against Joe Rogan. I don't really listen to podcasters like that. I'm mostly on YouTube supporting, my fellow YouTubers, but I really don't get into the podcast world. Adam says you will, I'll be, oh, nice. Can't wait, man. Can't wait, bro. Cause I love being on your channel. Fanjaster ruined my morning. What do you do? I can't see Adam ruining someone's morning. He's such a great guy. What's the beef, guys? You left me hanging high and dry, Adam. What he was supposed to do, a stream or something, and couldn't stop through? I'll pay for your therapy bill. He looks so studious with his glasses. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. If I don't have my glasses on, I literally wouldn't be able to read these comments. So thank you. What's the beef? I almost walked out of Dreamgirls. What? I love Dreamgirls. Eddie Murphy and Jennifer Hudson. They were fantastic. But man, I didn't see that at the theater, by the way. So maybe you just had a bad theatrical experience, maybe, or you didn't like the movie. Hey, that could be the case as well. Nisi says, congrats on the growing subbies. Keep up the great work. Will you be doing a live for the third day? I might. I think I will be because unfortunately HBO did not give out the screener like they normally do every week for that show. So I'll probably be doing a live review or live reaction, live watch along for the third day on Monday evening. And then probably Tuesday, I'll have my standard review for the finale. So that may be in the possibility, the realm of possibility. AMC needs to invest in drive-in movie theaters. YB, couldn't agree with you more, man. I'm surprised a lot of other companies haven't really done that yet, especially when you just think of movie theaters in general. Like they have these parking lots to their disposal. Why not just convert the parking lot into a drive-in? I don't know why they haven't done that yet. So I don't know. How long have you know Griffin Chiller? How long have I known Griffin? Okay. I've been following his channel for about a year, and then we just started collabing like a couple months ago with Lovecraft. So been a fan of his for a year, and then started doing collabs with him about a month and a half ago. Whenever Lovecraft started, which was actually August, so 2 months ago. And it has been such a cool experience to kind of meet him. We talk a lot off screen about just like movies and TV, obviously, and just some other stuff too. So really, really cool dude. If you guys aren't already, Film Speak, one of the best YouTubers out there. Love his content, love his opinions. Love a lot of stuff that guy does. So yeah, me and Griffin have been become really good friends the last couple months. And we'll be talking to Griffin a little bit later because we'll be filming our review for Lovecraft. What it do, Luke? What's up, brother? How we doing, man? How you doing over there? What's up? What is the first movie you saw that got you into movies and films? The first movie I saw was probably when I was like a super young kid, like 2 or 3 years old, that I don't even remember. But the movie that really sticks out to me when I was in my youth was Jurassic Park. One of my favorite films of all time, and I just love Jurassic Park through and through. Laura Jackson says, do you do YouTube full time, or do you still have a regular job? Yeah, this is just I do YouTube when I have time, which may seem like I have a lot of time, which I actually don't. I'm just very good at managing my time and squeezing in reviews and watching shows and movies when I have, it could be 3:00 in the morning. I can watch a movie and then put my review out before I have to go to work. And plus my job, I don't know if you guys know, I'm a real estate agent here in St. Louis. So my job doesn't really have that quote unquote 9 to 5 type of time restrictions where I have to go somewhere like in an office environment. Well, with COVID, there's really no offices, kind of open right now. But either way, with my job, it's more like my client schedule. So I can literally have a day where I don't have to go somewhere until like 7 p.m. to go show a house. And then right now with showings, it's mostly virtual tours anyway. So a lot of people aren't really like out and about like they used to be. So it allows me to have more time to do the YouTube stuff. But, the in game, if fortunate enough and then the growth of the channel continues to happen, then I would love to make this a full-time gig, because not only is it a great way to have a creative outlet for me to have reviews out and get my voice and opinion out there, but it's just so great meeting some amazing people too. So yeah, that's the goal, is to go full-time on YouTube. But this isn't a job for me, unfortunately, because I would love it to be. Because but right now, like I said, my 9 to 5, the job that pays the bills is my real estate job that I do on the regular. Jay says, should there be? If I answer that, Jay, I don't know if that will be get into the I don't say spoiler territory, but I'll just say I would be very happy if they said there will be a season 2. I'll just say that, and more of that to be continued tomorrow when the review comes out. Mine is Punch. You right on the same money, Christian. I'm right. That's the ones that I mentioned, and I love those films. Dragon Ball Z. Okay. This is the recommendation. Oh yeah. I used to watch Dragon Ball Z back in the day. Really didn't stick onto it though, but Cowboy, no, what's up? Okay. I don't know about the Cowboy one, but I'll check it out, see what it's all about. I'm not into anime, but recently I watched what is that? I don't even know what that is. I'm clocking this in on the notebook in my head. I'll check that out. Is that on streaming somewhere? I walked out of a few movies, especially the past year. What movies, man? I would love to know, YB. What films got you walking out? Let me know. Do you want YouTube to become a? Yep. So yeah, just answer that. And what do I do for a living? Yeah. So I would love for YouTube to be like a full-time gig and to really hone in on not just the reviews on movies and shows, but just kind of, topics of conversation and bringing in some people that I love their content, talking to them about just anything, it could be movie related, TV related. But yeah, that would be the goal, is to make this a full-time gig. But right now, like I said, real estate is my main priority. Helping people, buy and sell homes is a great thing to be a part of, because it's, in my personal opinion, it's the biggest investment you could ever make in your life is buying a home. So it's hella stressful, but it's a good gig when you see those people happy moving into a home with their family. Luke says, watched Chicago 7 yesterday, my second favorite film of the year. Yeah, that film was incredible. It's actually, if you guys saw my review, you'll know what I think about that film. But yeah, it was a really great movie. Since you're a Jurassic Park fan, what is your rankings of the franchise? 1, 2, Lost World, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 4 or 3, I should say, and then Fallen Kingdom. That's my ranking there. And hopefully the next one is good, because I wasn't a fan of the last one. Kelly says, how has COVID-19 affected your real estate business for you? It got to me very, very early on. Like, number one, people, makes sense. People didn't want to go out to people's houses because obviously, they didn't want to contract the virus. So for the first couple months, it was hard. People weren't really looking. People weren't really selling. People lost their jobs, obviously. So they weren't in a position to buy or sell. But as the months went by, things have definitely kind of shifted in a positive light. They said more virtual tours. People went back to work. So it's definitely was impactful the first few months, but it's definitely kind of, people are now in the sense of like they missed out, because normally, at least in the St. Louis market, and pretty much any market, summertime is like, spring and summer is the best time to sell and buy homes, just because there's so much inventory and so many options for you out there. As we get into this real estate talk, but when COVID happened right in spring and the summer, so people that missed out their window then are now trying to get back into finding that home now. So it was very impactful at first, but it's all a mindset. With COVID, I was in school when, the stock market crashed back in 2008, 2009. So I wasn't involved in it there, but I know real estate agents that's been doing it for, 30, 40 plus years. And it's just a mindset. And that goes for anything in life, and any job you do. Is just like, you can make it out of anything if you set your mind to it. You don't, a pandemic, stock market, whatever the case may be, you can always make, a positive out of a negative thing. So that's what I'm trying to do with my business. Love Her Country definitely hits different. I've always been a fan of sci-fi, but it's given me a major history lesson. Do you find it strange that the author was right, a white and a black? Yeah, Mark Ruff. Yeah, that is always, I don't want to say strange, but it is very interesting to hear, a white man talking, speaking on the black experience. And I think, I would imagine if he, a lot of these book writers do a lot of research. They have a lot of people that are around them, their crew, that maybe can, speak more on the black experience. And hell, I don't know Mark Ruff's life. I don't even know what he looks like. Maybe he has some personal connections with the culture within the community or whatnot. But it is very interesting when you see, and that goes for anything, right? When you see a man writing a story about a woman write a story about a man, whether it be movies or shows. So it is a very interesting thing when those people can really hit that nerve and really kind of speak to the experience. And they're not, they're not black, they're not a woman, they're not a man. So I always find that to be very intriguing. And, that conversation is had in regards to the truth and authenticity of that story that they're telling. And again, I haven't read the Mark Ruff book, and I'm not really I'm aware of what Misha Green changed from, like, some characters in the book are men that are women on the show that are, have different hair colors. Ruby, I think, was a redhead in the book. William, Christina was a man in the book. So I'm aware of those changes, but yeah, man, I'll have to check out, because I heard it's not a long book. So I'll have to check out Lovecraft one day, but it is really interesting when you see someone of, that's not Black telling a story of Black experiences. That is a very interesting, thing to do. And I have to check out the book to see if he, from what I heard he did a solid job of telling the story. So Kelly says, have you ever seen Notes on Scandal? No, I've never watched Notes or watched Scandal. So no, I haven't, Kelly. And are those two different shows? Have you ever seen Notes on Scandal? I don't know if those are two different shows or one show, but no, I haven't seen either. JP, either Elliot, love your channel. Who's your favorite director of all time, or currently? Currently is Denis Villeneuve, and then all time, damn, all time. Considering that Jurassic Park is like my favorite film of all time, it's probably, and plus other films that he's done, it's probably Steven Spielberg. But Denis Villeneuve is like my current favorite director today. So also, are there any hidden gems out there that you would like, that you'll think not too many folks know about? Yeah, there's a lot of them. I don't know if you're referring to movies or shows, but here, I can pull up a little list here of maybe some movies, and then it's transition into some shows. And I guess I'll just keep it a little bit easier, for this isn't like a 20-minute long answered question. Let's see, 2020, going to Letterboxd. I don't know how many people have you, if you've seen The Lodge. I thought that was a really great, excellent horror film, psychological horror, The Way Back with Ben Affleck, a good dramatic film, which really felt like a true life story for Ben Affleck's character. Big Time Adolescence earlier this year on Hulu, I thought was a great movie. The Platform, I really enjoyed. The Banker was a really good movie with Anthony Mackie and The Banker, and Nia Long and Sam Jackson on Apple TV Plus. What else did I see? Time to Hunt, which is a really good psychological horror film, South Korean film on Netflix that I really recommend. Let me see. Is there some other hidden gems this year? I don't know. I would say Palm Springs. I think a lot of people saw that, but if you haven't seen Palm Springs, it's one of my favorite movies this year. Great comedy drama. I'm thinking of Anything. I know a lot of people didn't like that film, but I love Charlie Kaufman. I love that film so much. And Jesse Buckley was incredible. Everyone was incredible, but I'm thinking of Anything, but I know it's not for everyone. There was a lot of films I saw at the film festival this year from Fantasia that I hope people get to see, like The Commonest. What was another good one? Survival Skills was good. The Mortuary Collection, The Paper Tigers, I thought those were excellent small independent films, and I think The Mortuary Collection just got picked up on like Shudder or something like that. The Nest with Carrie Coon and Jude Law was a great family drama, which I believe is coming out in November. Save Yourself was a great independent small film that I love, great comedy. Possessor, probably one of my favorite films, definitely this year, by Brandon Cronenberg. 12-Hour Shift, a great comedy, satire, black comedy horror film that I recently saw, which was great. And then I just recently saw Memories of Murder by Bong Joon-ho, which came out in 2003, but they recently just digitally remastered it, and it's coming out to theaters next week, and then digitally later this month. I got my review coming out for that coming pretty soon. Oh man, Bong Joon-ho, talk about favorite directors. He's definitely up there for me as far as just, oh man, he is just incredible. What else? As far as TV shows go, there's been some great TV shows this year, like Sex Education Season 2, I thought was great to start off the year. The Outsider on HBO Max, I thought was great. Devs on FX was fantastic. Ozark Season 3, and these aren't really hidden gems, I guess. I would say The Outsider and Devs, I didn't really see a lot of people talking about it, but that show was fantastic. What else did we get? Defending Jacob on Apple TV. Man, I love that show. The Midnight Gospel. Speaking of, it's not anime, but it's animation. I love that show. I Know This Much Is True on HBO Max and HBO with Mark Ruffalo was fantastic. The Great, which I thought was great, was Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult. A great story about Catherine the Great. I thought that show was like really, really good. I was really surprised by Love, Victor. I really enjoyed that more so than I did the movie. Dark. I don't know if you guys know, I'm like the biggest fan of Dark on Netflix. I think it's the greatest show of all time. And they just had their season finale or series finale earlier this summer. Umbrella Academy was great. Season 2. That's not really a hidden gem, but I just love that show. Lovecraft Country we talk about every week, and then there's 2 shows on Netflix on not Netflix but HBO. The Third Day with Jude Law and Naomi Harris has been so great, guys. If you love The Wicker Man and you love Midsummer, that show is fantastic. And then We Are Who We Are, we talked about that earlier with Luca Guadagnino, some great stuff. So hope that answers your question. Let's see. My boy Q, what's going on, Q, man? How you doing today, bro? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad you was able to stop through today. Q, man. Love that guy. Such a great guy. Neill Blomkamp is one of those guys that has so much potential to be the next James Cameron, but it's a shame that a lot of people didn't see his last 2 movies, but happy he finally making a movie. Yeah, no, Blomkamp was definitely one of those directors that I think just didn't career path just didn't go the way it should have went, and I hope he bounces back for sure. Got to bounce, bro, but catch you soon. Yes, Elliot, thank you, man. I know you're on a completely different time zone, so I don't know what time it is over in the UK, man, but thank you for stopping by and showing some love, man. Do you think movie theaters will be closed at some point? It seems like a lot of big studios are putting their films on streaming platforms. You know, I don't ever see theaters going away entirely, just because I think, if anything, worst case scenario, we'll only get big films at the theater once COVID kind of passes on in the next year or 2. We'll see. But I don't think the theatrical experience will ever go away. I think literally, like I said, worst case scenario, worst case scenario, I just see movies like Endgame, Star Wars, DC, the big 200. I think theaters that have a certain budget, like 100 maybe to 150 minimum, will be the ones that only be played at theaters. And if you're under $100 million, I think you're going to go straight to streaming. So I think that's like the worst case scenario. But I don't think that the theatrical experience will ever go away. I think if anything, like I said, worst case scenario, it will be like operas. It'll be like just you get 5 or 6 movies at the theater a year. And it's just the big films that are like I said, 100, 150, 200 at minimum will have to be played at the theater. But again, all those A24s, all the small independent films will go straight to streaming, unfortunately. Fortunately and unfortunately, because I think the fortunate part is not everyone gets to go to the theater. Not everyone has the luxury to go to a theater on a weekly basis like I did when theaters were open. So at least a wider audience has the opportunity to see these movies that they probably would have never saw at the theater. But then obviously the unfortunate part is you don't see those films at the theater, right? So, but I don't think the theatrical experience will ever go away. Like, I don't think it'll be extinct. Jay says, great cast in the Trial of the Chicago 7. Even Sacha Baron Cohen did well. People just saw him as a comedic prankster, but he can act. Yeah, man, what was that movie? It was a couple things I saw him in when he did like more serious role. I think he had a TV show that was like straight up like a drama. And I always thought that comedic actors are like great dramatic actors. We talked about Adam Sandler earlier, Eddie Murphy. Too bad we didn't get to see, Farley before he passed away. I think he would have been a great actor. Who are some other, Steve Martin, Bill Murray. I mean, all those guys are hilarious, but they're also great actors. So I always find them to be some really great roles. And I thought Sasha was great as Abby in that movie. It's a movie called Notes. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, I'm not too familiar with that. Kelly, what is it about? Is it a drama, comedy, horror, sci-fi? Let me know, Kelly. Thoughts on Blade Runner 1 and 2? Not a fan of Blade Runner 1. Respect it for what it did to the sci-fi genre. Respect Ridley Scott for what he was trying to do. Love the visuals. Love the villain in the movie, but I'm just not a big fan of that film as a whole. I thought Rebecca or Rachel and Kay's story or not Kay, I'm thinking of, which I'm going to get to the second one. What's Harrison Ford's character in that movie? Not Kay. It's right on the tip of my tongue. And I don't want to Google it. I don't want to look at the chat. Oh, it's like right there. What is his name? What is it's like right onto my tongue. I gotta look it up now. God damn it. Anyway, I'm not gonna look it up. Someone tell me what's Harrison Ford's character name in Blade Runner, the first one, and in the second one. But either way, the second one is one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time. I mentioned it earlier. Denis Villeneuve is my favorite director working today. One of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time is Blade Runner 2049. So I love that movie. Visually, cinematic experience was incredible. The acting was incredible. The story was incredible. I have nothing negative to say about Blade Runner 2049, but not the biggest fan of the first one. Fave all time for me is Spielberg 2. Current right now is James Mangold was fantastic. Love James Mangold. Excited to see what he does with Indiana Jones 5. Anybody that to me know that Blomkamp is my all-time favorite director? I knew that. Do you enjoy old movies like 50s, 60s and back? I love Turner Classics on HBO Max. I got to get into those classics. When I was in film school, that's all we watched was the old school films. I'm talking about like black and white, Charlie Chaplin and, Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Some Like It Hot. I mean, used to watch all those films, but I really haven't watched them in quite a long time. And I have to get back into it. I have HBO Max, so I'll definitely turn back the hands of time and check out some of those classics because there are some classic movies for sure. Some great movies too. I've been thinking about checking Black Mirror on Netflix. Have you ever seen? Yeah, I've seen quite a few seasons of it. I haven't seen I didn't see the movie Bandersnatch or whatever. And I didn't see the last season, but everything else prior to that, I've seen every other episode prior to the last like 2 seasons in the movie or last season in the movie. Judas and the Black Messiah is coming. That's one of the movies. Leadership TV. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. I love Dane Kaluuya. Love Lakeith Stanfield. Who else was in that film from the trailer? Jesse Plemons and a couple other great guys. So yeah, I love that trailer and I love the cast. So can't wait to see that as well. Worst movie you ever seen? Worst movies you've seen this year? Worst movie I've ever saw. I don't know. Whenever I see a bad movie, I try to I forget about it because it was bad. What comes to mind right now is that John Travolta sci-fi film when he has like the dreadlocks. What's the name of that movie, guys? If I don't know if you guys seen it. It was in the 90s. It was John Travolta. I think it was what's dude's name? Forrest Whitaker, and it was just trash, dude. Like it was just real bad. I remember seeing that as like a kid and just thinking this movie is just like why does it exist? I gotta look it up right quick. What is the name of that movie? Battlefield Earth 2000. Oh man, that movie is so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, John Travolta, Forrest Whitaker. I don't know the rest of these people, but man, that movie was garbage, like straight up trash, man. Oh my goodness, it's a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's too high. That's way too high. 3% is way too high for the film. That's the worst film I can think of that I've ever seen. And then as far as recently, I hated The Lie. It's that Welcome to the Blumhouse Amazon collaboration. The Lie. Oh man, that film was trash. So yeah, and I mean, and also too, other movies this year, Artemis Fowl. What was that? The Last Day of American Crime on Netflix was, whoa my gosh. Oh my goodness, it was so bad. John Henry was terrible. And also too, I don't normally like point a light on garbage movies, but these are some bad films. Dangerous Lies was garbage. What else did I see this year that I thought was just absolutely horrendous? Yeah, those are just the ones that kind of come to mind. Was those films I mentioned. Antebellum, I wasn't a fan of at all. The Babysitter, or the Babysitter Killer Queen was Books of Blood on Hulu recently. Yeah, just some bad movies. And then there's a film that I saw just the other day that I'm going to be talking about. It's coming out next week that I'll be talking about that I thought wasn't one of the worst films this year, but it was a bad movie. Thoughts on M. Night Shyamalan as the director and favorite film? Big fan of M. Night. Love his show on Apple, The Servant. I think the show is fantastic. I think he's on the up. I know people kind of didn't like Glass, but from The Visit to Split to I actually like Glass, and then like I said, Servant, I think he's getting back in that groove. So love him. Favorite director or favorite film by him? Split is my jam, man. I love obviously Sixth Sense, Signs, Unbreakable, of course, but Split. I love Split. I think more so James McAvoy and Anna Taylor-Joy, who actually I'm going to be watching her show later today. She has a show coming out on Netflix, a limited series, and I'm really excited. This Queen Gambit, I think is the name of the show. I'm going to be watching that today and reviewing that for you guys next week. But Split's my favorite M. Night film, and it's one of my favorite films of the last decade. I love Split. The Broken. I love that movie, man. What do we got here? It's crazy how amazing. Oh, man. DJP, you speaking truth right now, bro. It is crazy how great Korean cinema has become in the last couple of decades. The Man of Nowhere blew my mind. Probably one of my favorite thrillers. Definitely recommend. Yeah, I have to check that out, man. I've heard about that, but I love Korean cinema. I just talked about Bong Joon-ho's Memories of Murder, which came out 2003, which, guys, if you have the opportunity to see it at a drive-in or if you feel safe and comfortable enough going to a theater, on October 19th and 20th, they're playing that film at the theater. I saw it at home. I didn't watch it at the theater, but if you guys get the chance, see it at the theater. But then if not, it comes out digitally on this October 27th. Oh, my goodness. That film was incredible. And Korean films in general, again, obviously people know about Parasite in the last year or so, but there's just so much great Korean cinema out there that's just talk about hidden gems. I mean, Korean cinema is like fantastic cinema. Battlefield Earth was trash bag. Ugh. Man, I remember, and I've never seen it since I was a kid, but I distinctively remember seeing like, man, this is a bad movie. And I was like, when I say 2000, so I was 10 years old. I didn't see it when it came out. I saw it when I was like 12 or 13. So I had like the, intellectual nature of like criticizing films and like knowing when something's good or something bad. So I just knew, and I never revisited it since. Notes on Scandal was a drama about a teacher who was having an affair with one of her students. One of her fellow colleagues finds out and starts keeping a journal about it. Wow. Whoa, that sounds crazy. Where's that at, Kelly? Where can it be streamed or watched? That sounds really interesting. There's another Ruby Mara's sister. I can't think of Kate Mara. I think she has a show with Nicholas Robertson on FX. That's like a scandal. Not a police, but a teacher sleeping with a kid, and it looks really interesting. What was that movie on Lifetime, which was based on a true story, where and it was like very famous in the 90s, where the teacher slept with like a kid, and they had a kid. I think they had a child, and she went to jail. Like what was the name of that movie and that whole story? Let's see here. Movie theaters would create some high tech, a major upgrade. A lot of theaters are extremely 100%. 100%. They and like I said, I'm so surprised that they haven't like a lot of theaters haven't used their real estate in regards to their parking lots. I don't know why they haven't converted their parking lots over to drive-ins, Aaliyah. Like I don't understand why they haven't done that. But great question, Aaliyah, or great comment. I definitely agree with you there. Battlefield Earth. Let's stop talking about Battlefield Earth. The trash movie, man. What do we got? Super chat here. Patterson, man, and she did this on what was this past Wednesday when we did the live stream. No comment, just showing love, and I love the love, and thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know if you have a question for me in the chat. But thank you so much for the super chat again, guys. Everyone that's donated to the channel, everyone that's watching this, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun stuff. But thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you guys so much for the 6,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Much love to you guys out there. Where were we at here? Nisi says, I've been kind of disappointed in M. Night Shyamalan lately. Signs and One is One and Jay. Great, but since then, for me, man, I think The Visit, Split, Glass, and then like I said, Servant. Those four projects, his last four projects have been fantastic to me. Well, Glass not fantastic. I enjoy Glass for what it was, but and The Visit isn't like fantastic. It's just a good movie to me. But Split and Servant are like great to me. Doolittle was very bad. I didn't see Doolittle, and I'm glad I didn't because apparently it was bad. Anyone Anyone at work wants everyone at work wants me to watch Lie. I'm like my YouTube guy hates it, and I don't think I can. Yeah. Hey man, Laura Jackson, The Lie was bad. But I said in my review, like I want people to see it just for we can make fun of it and not to be like mean. And because I know that there's obviously people that put their time and effort and they made the film that they thought was good. But I did not like it. But I just want people to see it because there's a twist in that movie that has to be one of the most dumbest twists I've ever seen. And the parents in that film, two great actors. And I in my review was so funny. We were talking about Mina's comments, and I mess up on names sometimes. I think I was calling her Jamie King, and her name's Jodie King. I kept saying that throughout the review, but either way, I want people to see that movie because the twist in that film is absolutely trash, horrendous, one of the worst twists I've ever seen in the film, one of the dumbest things I've seen in the movie. And then the parents to me were just like on another level of like the worst parents I've ever seen. Like they were just so stupid. It's like this can't even be real. This has to be like a joke. OMG, Elliot, I know what movie you're talking about. But I just don't know what it's called. Yeah, what movie was I talking about earlier? I don't remember. But yeah, there's been some bad movies out there. Kevin Spacey's The Life of David Gill is a must see, an indie thriller that keeps you guessing every time. Okay. Yeah, I've never even heard of that. Is that pre Kevin Spacey cancellation or something recently? Because I never heard of that, and I'm pretty familiar with his filmography, but I never heard of The Life of David Gill. Thoughts on Stuart Little 1 and 2? Man, those are some throwbacks there. Aren't they supposed to be doing a Stuart Little reboot or remake or something? But yeah, I don't remember the plots. I just remember having a good time with them when I was a kid, but very underrated. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I'm surprised they haven't done like a remake of some sorts on, I don't even know if it's like, I don't think it's a Disney property, but I'm surprised they haven't rebooted that franchise. Cause I remember having fun. I don't remember the plots, who was in it. I think, was it Michael J. Fox that did the voice of Stuart Little? I don't even remember, so long ago. Man, that's a throwback. Stuart Little. Wow. Haven't heard that in a while. Probably because people will be able to properties which watch the movies without having to pay money. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. 100%, man. How is Thor doing? He's good, man. He's actually at his mom's house right now, so he's not with me now. But yeah, he's doing good, bro. High energy as always. Theaters don't have income. It makes money. It takes money to do things. Yeah, theaters do not have income right now. They can't keep the doors open. They're losing money theaters are literally losing money every day that the doors are open because they're not getting any foot traffic, man, which is sad. Sad for those people that are like I said, losing their jobs, man. Some sad stuff, bro. But I think I'm caught up. I think I have caught up, which we've been on here for an hour. We'll go for let's go to 1:30. So we'll go for another 20 minutes. So go ahead, guys. Any super chats, any comments, thoughts, concerns, questions, of course. This is what this is, a Q&A. So any questions you guys have for me, let me know. So yeah, like I said earlier, let's look at some of these articles. I mean, me and Dave are going to be probably talking about some of this stuff tomorrow on our weekly recap. But let me see what this Michael B. Jordan article is all about here. Let me pull it up on a Hollywood Reporter. Let me switch the screen here. Let's see what Michael B. Jordan, what he doing producing Static Shock, huh? Which I am vaguely familiar with Static Shock. I never watched a cartoon when I was young, but I'm so glad to see, a black superhero, a kid superhero in the DC universe. So Michael B. Jordan is born, and this to me, with Michael B. Jordan getting in cahoots with Warner Brothers. A lot of, there was that rumor of him being Superman, Kal-El. There's rumors of, younger Jon Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. You never know. Let's see here. Jordan will, they mentioned it during the DC fandom. Let's see here. I'm proud. Let's see. He's talking about I'm proud to be a part of building a new universe. Okay, so they're building a universe around Static Shock. That's awesome. Because I'm not too familiar with Static Shock. I don't know who he interacts with in the DC universe, but they're building their own universe around a black superhero, which is great. Our community deserves it. Jordan Sales bringing to life a diverse comic book content across all platforms. Are excited. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Again, I'm not too familiar with Static Shock, and again, I don't know who he's associated with in the DC universe. But really excited to see it. Do they say who Static Shock is associated with? I don't know. I have to do some research, but that's awesome, man. I'm really excited to see and learn more about Static Shock, and again, more POC, whether it be the Black community, the Latin community, the Asian community, getting opportunities to be represented on the big screen, man. That's what it's all about. Let's see what they're talking about with the boys. Let me share this here. There's an article here talking about the boys. Let's see what they're talking about. And by the way, second Street Marvel. Let me know if you're familiar with Static Shock, because I know you're a big comic book fan. Again, I know this is a DC property. I know your handle is Marvel, but if you're familiar with Static Shock, let me know who he's associated with and all that fun stuff. So the creator of The Boys talking about the spinoff. It's a Vought-owned college where young kids with powers are trained as to how to be proper superheroes, all leading to an NBA style draft at the end of the year. Wow. Okay. That sounds super fun. I'm really excited to see that spinoff, and hopefully we get it in the next year or so. And I don't know if it's going to be a prequel to The Boys, or if it's going to be taking place in the same universe, or not same universe, but same timeline as the show. I love The Boys, by the way. If you guys haven't been following my coverage on that show, big fan of that finale too. What do we got? Patty Jenkins is hopeful that Wonder Woman 84 releases in December. However, I don't think anyone can be confident of anything right now. We just don't know what the course of the COVID is going. Yeah, I hear you, Patty. I want Wonder Woman to do the best that it could possibly do. So, man, Gal Gadot, such a great Wonder Woman. And really excited to see 84 whenever we get it. What's this here? A top Disney investor recommends that the company should move. Man, that's what a lot of people want, right? That's been the topic of conversation. Black Widow on Disney Plus. I just talked about Wonder Woman. I think that Black Widow deserves to be on the big screen too. Really, man, this the launching movie for the MCU, and I would love to see it on the big screen, man. So we'll see if they end up making that switch, if it's not able to come out. What is it, May of next year? But let's see. Ratchet. I watched this show. I wasn't a big fan of it. I love Sarah Paulson, but I was not a fan of the writing and the story of that show. Ryan Murphy's Ratchet has reportedly been seen by 48 million viewers on Netflix in the first 28 days. This makes it the Netflix's biggest new series. Wow. Very interesting. I mean, they already greenlit it before the show came out, but yeah. Jessica Henwick has pitched Jess Wick to Keanu Reeves on the Matrix 4. So I didn't even know she's in the Matrix too. Oh, I love her, man. Didn't like Iron Fist, but she was fantastic in Iron Fist. So, and she's an up and coming actress, man. She is such a badass. I love her. She was just she didn't have a big role, but she's in that Apple TV Plus movie coming out next week with Bill Murray and Rashida Jones on the Rocks. But man, I love her. I was like, okay, Keanu, listen to me. Boom, John Wick 4. Last 5 minutes, credits roll, post-credit scene. Boom, you see my face. Jess Wick, I love it. She, like, again, guys, I don't know if you, what has she been in? The only thing I know her from, besides what I just said with that movie I just watched, and besides Iron Fist, I just think she just has this. I don't know. There's some actresses and actors as you see that just has that it factor, and she just has that to me. And I really haven't seen her. In, she was in The Force Awakens. What? Did not remember that. Yeah, just like small independent film. Oh yeah, she was in Underground. I totally forgot about Underwater. I'm sorry, with Kristen Stewart. I forgot she was in that movie. Yeah, that's right. She's in that new movie that came out yesterday. That Love and Monsters. She's in Kong versus Godzilla. Okay, I did not know that. And then Matrix 4. Man, I love her, dude. Like, she just has that like it factor to me, and I would love to see her I don't know, take the mantle or have her own spinoff in John Wick universe. That would be dope. What is this here? Paris WandaVision. This is a full-on action movie mixed with sitcoms. It's wild. I think people will be very excited. I love to hear that. This is Monica Rambeau, by the way. Man, okay. I love to hear that. And we're getting that this year too, if I'm not mistaken. supposed to come out in December. So I'm really excited for WandaVision. Let me know, guys, what you guys think about some of these articles and some of these stories. Let me get back to the chat here. Let's see. Where are we at? What do you let me take this down. What do you think about the reboot of The Witches? Did you see the original? I have not seen the original. And I don't really have a lot to say about it because I haven't seen the original. I saw the trailer. Anne Hathaway and Octavia Spencer. I supposed to be getting a screener from HBO, but I haven't got it yet. And I think it comes out on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll be checking out sooner rather than later. But I haven't seen the original. I like Anne Hathaway. I love Octavia Spencer. Robert Zemeckis, great director. So we'll see what it's all about. And maybe one day I'll check out the original too. Sadly, I have to go now, but bye, Elliot. Good seeing you, man. Feel good to be back on here. Thank you, Tony. Have a great day, and thank you for stopping by and showing some love. And can't wait to see more of those reviews on your Instagram. Salute. Hey, what's going on? Triborough Gigolo, what's up, man? How we doing, bro? Thank you for the congratulations, and thank you for stopping by, man. Really appreciate the love and support, man. So glad we were able to meet each other through Levels of Geek the last few months throughout this quarantine. Jay, the AMC in my area have been let go. Wow. They don't keep up at all. Been like that for, some of those AMCs, man. Theaters in general, but AMC, I've seen some really bad AMCs from like chairs being torn apart, smells like piss. It's some theaters that, unfortunately are just not in good shape and unfortunately, closing up shop, man. I'm sorry, I'm a little new. Thor's my dog. Do I have a picture on I have tons of pictures on my phone, but let me show some love to my pup. I don't know if I have any pictures on my computer of Thor. I don't really be putting pictures on my computer like that. Let me show you guys a little guy who's been still in my heart for the last 7 years. I don't know. Do I have pictures of Thor? No, I don't. Again, I don't even have this. Wow, I don't have pictures on my computer. I don't really use my computer like that for like saving. It's just all on my phone. Here's a picture of him. Let me share this screen. This was like 2 years ago. Let me show you guys a little man's. Let's see. Where did I open up? Here's a picture of Thor. If you guys want to know what he looks like, just a little small, little Yoda baby. There he is. That's Thor, DJP. That's my guy. That's my dude, my bestie. So yeah, he's at his mom's house this weekend. But that's my boy, little Thory. Look at him, just chilling in the blanket, man. Just cuddled up. The boy loves blankets. I tell you, loves blankets. Let's see. All American Girl. Oh, okay. Is that what I was talking about earlier with the teacher? That true story with the teacher sleeping with that kid, and they had a kid themselves. She passed away of colon cancer last year. That's wild. Didn't Jordan come out and said he didn't want to play Black Suit? I think you might be right, man. But I think Michael B. Jordan is like the hottest ticket out there right now. So I think he definitely is going to have some type of, again, whether it be a producer of a film, star in a film. I think we're going to see him make that switch from Marvel to DC, and hopefully we'll see what happens with Black Panther 2 and stuff like that. And people are theorizing some way somehow, that Killmonger was still alive. Siri, they were able to bring him to that table and fix him up. So we'll see, man. We will see, but I don't even know. Yeah, we'll see. But I would love to see him in DC as well. I think he's a great actor. Has been for years. Not really familiar with Status Shock. Don't read a lot of DC. Yeah, I figured with the Marvel handle there, but I got to do some research on Status Shock. This is because they said they want to build a universe around him. So I don't know who else would be involved in that story. Pre-cancellation, Kevin Spacey, also All American Girl. Was also All American Lifetime movie. He was in. I didn't even know Kevin Spacey was in a Lifetime movie. Oh, you're talking about the life. Okay, that's the movie. Yeah, silly me. But yeah, okay. No, I never heard of that film, The Life of David Gill with Kevin Spacey. I would like to see make a good movie like yeah. Great actor. She was good in Wonder Woman, not really good actor though. That's an interesting story because I mean, Patty, she would definitely say the opposite of that, right? Just the other day, she said she's one of the best actresses in Hollywood. I love Gal Gadot, so I'm biased on that. You know, again, taking her Fast and Furious role, she was in a comedy that I saw a couple years ago with Zach Galifianakis and John Hamm. I mean, I mean, it really wasn't a lot of top tier acting in that film. It was a comedy, like a spy film. Saw her in some other dramatic roles. She was in Den of Thieves briefly. I love Gal, so I'm not the right person to say if she's a good actress or I should say bad actress. I think she is a good. I think she is Wonder Woman. Like I think she embodies that character. And you know, Cleopatra coming out whenever that comes out, we'll see what she does there. She has if it's still coming out this year, The Death in the Nile, and she's obviously a hot commodity. So we'll see more of her acting chops as the years go by. Wonder Woman or Black Widow? Who you get like? Winning a fight or movie I'm more excited for? Because I mean, if we're talking about winning a fight, I don't even think it's like Wonder Woman would take out Black Widow in like less than a second. As far as movies go, if that's what you're referring to, or characters too, I love Wonder Woman. No disrespect to Black Widow. I think Wonder Woman is a better character. I think she's a better, more interesting character, and I am more excited for her film. But again, no disrespect to ScarJo and Black Widow. Really excited for her film, but Wonder Woman all day for me. Jay, man, appreciate the love and support, my friend. Always keep up the good work, and please forgive me. Oh, no worries, man. Typos, that's nothing, bro. When I be on in people's chat, I be doing typo mistakes all the time, and like I said, I have a lot of freaking mistakes on camera with my reviews and stuff. So no worries, man. But thank you so much, Jay, for the love, for the support, and everyone that supported this video, support this channel. Again, this is not only a Q&A, but a celebration for the 6,000 subscribers. And I thank you guys for that support, man, and helping this channel grow, continue to grow. And I appreciate that support, Jay, with the super chat, and everyone that's given a super chat today, and everyone showing love. Much respect. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, little dude was chill. Yeah, man. That's my guy, man. She was in Love and Monsters. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I love Jessica Hidwick. I think Henwick. She's just great. Jenkins is a good director and pulled out the best of Gal. Has to offer. She has no range. Hey, Robert De Niro. Yeah. I mean, I don't think she's been in enough stuff to really kind of show her range. And I think, again, Cleopatra coming out with Patty Jenkins, again, like you just said, she pulls out a lot of the great acting out of her, but it will be really interesting to see her. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing Death on the Nile, seeing her play this kind of dramatic murder mystery and seeing what she could do with that. Because we really haven't seen her. There was obviously dramatic moments with Wonder Woman, but I really want to see her doing a drama, seeing her do some of the comedy. I think she's funny. Like I said, the movie that I saw wasn't a good movie, but I thought she had some good comedic timing with working with some of those comedians in that film. But again, I'm biased, man. I love me some Gal, and not just because she's incredibly beautiful, but I think she's talented, man. And I think we're going to see that hopefully in the next few years with some other projects of hers. Where do you rank Lovecraft Country all time of HBO shows? That's a great question, man, because I mean, obviously The Wire, minus the last few seasons of Game of Thrones, man, I will never forget at its best. Game of Thrones was some of the best TV I've ever seen. So The Wire, Game of Thrones, never saw The Sopranos, so I can't really speak on that. I know 6 Underground or 6 Feet Deep, I heard was great. What are some other great HBO shows? There's a lot of them that I'm not thinking of, but I think like the top tier, like I said, The Wire and Game of Thrones. So, and I've seen a bunch of other HBO shows that I don't really put in that upper echelon as far as rankings go. So Lovecraft, based on and those shows had multiple seasons, so I can't really compare Lovecraft based on the one season it has to those other great shows. So, but as far as like modern shows, whether it be something like this year, The Outsider, I know this much true, is definitely one of my favorite shows in the last couple of years, top tier as far as shows go. And more on that for the review for the finale tomorrow. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna be wrapping this thing up in about 6 minutes, or about 6 minutes. We'll do about 6 more minutes. We'll end it right at an hour and a half. I'm a stickler for time and numbers, so we'll cut this off at an hour and a half. And again, guys, for everyone that stopped by, show some love, man. Super chats, thumbs up, sharing this video. Man, you guys are awesome. And again, thank you so much for the what is this here? I don't even know how to pronounce Akshashina Gumas. I don't even know how to pronounce her first name, but she was cast in Doctor Strange. Oh, okay. What American what did they say? I know I can't think of the superhero name, but I think that's what a lot of people speculating that she's going to be like some multiverse character, America Sanchez or something like that. But that's pretty dope, man. I'm not too familiar with that character, so really excited for her. A great opportunity for that young actress. Yeah, the Dexter stuff. I'm not really too excited about that. I honestly, I haven't. The last Dexter season I watched was season 4, when he moved to the suburbs and something happened to a close person to him. But man, I don't know, man. I'm glad that he's doing good with everything. His battle was with cancer. I think he had throat cancer or something like that. But glad to see Michael C. Hall back in full strength. But I'm not really too excited for this revival of Dexter. We got any other news? Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, man, that dude, man, this Bobby Seale was incredible in that film. What is this? Season 3 of You. Okay. What is Quentin Tarantino doing? Just chilling in his house, huh? Very cool. Well, very cool. Oh, my boy Chadwick, man. R.I.P. Legend. December 18th. I think that's his last film that he shot. Man, that's still can't even. Viola Davis. Okay. Yeah, man. I still can't even get over the fact that he's gone, man. Rest in peace, Chadwick. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. The Mortuary Collection is a great film. Oh, what is this? Disney has added a content advisory warning for certain movies such as Peter Pan. What? This program includes negative depictions. Oh, wow. These stereotypes were wrong then and wrong now. Rather than remove the content, we want to acknowledge it's impactful, harmful, impactful, learn from it, and spark conversation, create more of an inclusive future together. Disney is committed to stories. Wow, okay. Interesting. Your video will start in 11 seconds. They put that in front of Peter Pan and Dumbo. Oh, wow. Different times, man. Yeah, we talked about this earlier with the Spider-Verse stuff. Okay. What is this? Zendaya gives praise to Timothy Chalamet. His positive energy is infectious. He is really something of fun. Oh, man, don't get me started on Dune, man. That was my most anticipated film ever. Push back to next year. Oh, breaks my heart. Oh, man. All right, guys. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Wrap this thing up, man. Got a couple other comments here before I head off. Yeah, definitely our bias. I think you can be in one movie and show your range as an actress or actor. Unfortunately, I agree that it wasn't her acting ability, Karen. Really? I might have disagreed with you, but I thought she was great in that. And this is, again, taking away my biased nature on what I think about Gal as an actress or a person. But I thought she showed a lot of range in that film. Comedic moments, dramatic moments, heroic moments. But, director, writer, Leon. Yeah, Leon. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I said actor. I said great actors. The director. Yeah, I knew that. I don't know why I said that. He made The Fifth Element. Yeah, he didn't he do that Valerian film too, which was beautiful but terrible at the same time. Beautiful looking film. But yeah. And I think that's the last comment. Again, all the people that stopped by, that showed some love, that liked the video, that shared the video, that commented, that kept this conversation going, that donated to the channel. Thank you guys so much for the love, the support, man. And then most importantly, this was a celebration of 6,000 subscribers. And man, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the continued support. The growth in the channel has been crazy the last few months. And it's all thanks to you guys liking the stuff, liking the content, subscribing, commenting, hitting the bell when the videos drop and stuff like that. So, man, this 6,000 isn't, this channel isn't anywhere without you all. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chats today. Thank you for the great conversations today. Great questions, great conversations as always. As far as content to look forward to, we will be, I'll be reviewing Lovecraft Country finale today, which is coming out tomorrow. Join me tomorrow at 7:45 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be doing a live stream watch along for the finale. So join me tomorrow as we break it all down. And then again, look forward to that review at 9 p.m. Breaking it all down. And I'm going to be joining Griffin at Film Speak talking about the finale tomorrow. Also, reviews and Black and Reviews. We're going to be doing a live stream for Lovecraft tomorrow. So definitely check out their channels to support their content. And then, man, I got literally 10 reviews dropping next week, back to back TV show reviews, movie reviews. So definitely keep an eye out for that content. So again, guys, love you guys. Thank you for the support. Before I head out, got some other people saying, sorry, I missed it. Congrats. Thank you, Antonio. Peace. All right, guys. Love to see the channel grow. Thank you, man. But on that note, thank you guys. You're awesome. Hope you guys have a great Saturday. See you tomorrow for Lovecraft for the watch along. Hope you guys can join 7:45 p.m. Do I have a little graphic for that before I head out? Tomorrow at 7:45, we're going to be going live, guys. So 7:45 p.m. Central Time on this channel. We're going to be doing a Lovecraft Country live stream, watch along, doing that thing, talking about that finale, having a great conversation, having a fun time. So join me tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. Central Time on this channel. We're going to be doing a live watch along of Lovecraft Country. So on that note, guys, appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Hope you guys are staying safe. We'll see you guys in the next video.